Okay, so this is the second explaining video. We have some of these vehicles I got out, so the power plant and the floating city, but this was explaining on more of the story side. I have an entire Google Sheets on this, and mind you, it's not just one sheet, it is quite a few. Most of these other ones are blank or pretty boring, except for this one, Barnard's Mercenaries. These are the ones who own this ship. This ship is owned by Barnard's Mercenaries. It's there. The audacious Rodney class super dreadnought. We have some other ones. If I just pull up Star Force, you can see the other two Rodney class, the Rodney and the Jellicoe, and the Iron Duke. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot I added that. It goes to show when the last time I messed around with this was. But we have quite a few classes of ship. Most of these are named for British or French styles of ship name, and I did make this intentionally confusing. For example, I have Orion and Lorient. Both Dreadnought class ships, which are of course Dreadnoughts. Them and Dreadnought are three Dreadnought class ships. So, you know, screw you if you're trying to figure out what ship's what, because I have Orion and Lorient. Those are both, Orion. I have some other annoying ones around here, where if I just organise ship names, we'll see some of the really annoying ones. Okay, here. Victor, Victorious, Victory. 3 ships, all named for it, and there are 3 different classes. Oh, there are 2 different classes, but yeah, we have Victorious class, Nelson class. Why a screen with that map? Okay, but this is, mind you, I'm not actually sorting by colour, I'm sorting over here, I'm not sorting by colour, I'm sorting A to Z, it's easier. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it easy? Yeah, sort of. I have space. I intend to fill up these full 1,000 slots all the way down, but this is the human fleet. Just the human fleet. The human empire is called the Commonwealth of Man. We also have their mail service, a Commonwealth Mail, their mining company, Proxima Mining Co. This Centauri Travel Industries, they're not just tourism. They started out as tourism, but they are tourism and shipping. Barnard's Mercenaries, who are just the mercenary, their big mercenary company, and these are, these are like Norwegian and Swedish in designs. Like, I'm pulling up names from the Norwegian list of warship names, and I'm using them, and same for the Swedish Navy. But this is their fleet. It's not many ships now, despite the fact I've built 2 of their ships, one of which will be probably a dreadnought. But then I have the Star Guard, who are, Coast Guard, Star Marines, who are the Marines. I don't have the Air Force equivalent, which is Space Force. It's the only one I called something. Space Force is the Air Force equivalent. If it has Star, it's like a Navy equivalent. For Space, it's an Air Force equivalent. But I have others. This is quite a lot as well. I mean, I've named most of these ships. I've not put in their size because that's going to be repetitive, or their cost, or their finish date, because I don't want to do finish date. Mind you, I keep realising, oh yeah, I should add more columns, because this is just ship name, class, size, ship name, class, size, class size, that's one around, cost, finish date, and then designation. So, the Rodney is AA, whereas if I just pull up a random light cruiser, this light cruiser, for example, will be IG. It's alphabetically arranged. So GB is the Hermes, so on and so forth. And I did a thing. So we have the Nelson class, which has Nelson, Victorious, and Vanguard, and then we have the Napoleon class, which is Napoleon, Jeanne d'Arc, Triumphant, and Charlemagne. I did this intentionally. I am not changing it. My Charles de Gaulle is not a Napoleon class, it's a victorious class, but some reason, yay. But no, I need more. I need what fleet the ship is in, and I need what fleet the ship is in, how, when construction on the ship was started, and just so much more, but I cannot be bothered to, simply because this is already a lot. Like, this is really quite a lot. I'm just going to pull up some of the explainers. Okay, so that is not the right thing, that's D&D. So, that's also not the right thing. Fuck. So this is some of this stuff. I would just like to explain to you, this is the year of the sci-fi game. You cannot read that, can you? It is 3468, okay? In using the Gregorian calendar, because I'm not doing another calendar. That's what the humans call the date. I have some of the Lego tech things. These are what these things are. This is shield generators. This is a monodirectional, unidirectional, and planetary shield generator. I have nothing else. But then we have some of the factions. It's the list of all of the factions that I have, including some alternate in-universe history. Sorry about that. Did not realise I highlighted yellow. That was so hard to read. I'm gonna turn off the light. Enjoy the darkness. Yes, we have the Commonwealth Nation of Aztan, which in the language is called Nitla Aztan. Oh no, that's their capital. It's Nihilanda de Aztan, is their word for Nation of Aztan. Then we have the Commissar, the Awoken Ones, and the Lesser Empires. We have the High Kingdom of Hesperos, Outlaw Systems. Then we have their alternates, the Democratic Union of Mankind and Socialist Democratic Union of Mankind, Unity of Mankind. I don't care about them. To be honest, they're none of my business. I have done nothing on either of these because I can't be bothered to. What I have done a run on is this. This is the Human Empire, the Commonwealth of Humanity. And wait, where's the and this is the Aztan one. Yeah, see, I've done nothing on it, but Nihilanda here Aztan. Not de Aztan, Nihilanda here Aztan. Which is, and this is some of their language. It will be full. I promise you, this thing will be full. And then we have some of the companies. These are the current ones that we have. Sorry, old fleet designs I was going to do on here. I decided to change it over. So the Commonwealth, Barnard's Mercenaries, Centauri Travel Industry, Proxima Mining Co, and the Shipyard. I've done nothing on the Shipyard, but they're going to be big. They're Home Sister, Barnard's Star. That is complete I'll fix it later. Yeah, that's gonna be them. They're gonna be Barnard Star. These guys are the human one I've done quite a bit on. I've done most of this stuff. I've done the mottos for all of the different things. For the most part, it's just me stealing actual units mottos, apart from this one which I made, and this one which I made. Mind you, this one, Terra Mala Era Spazio, literally just means by air, by sea, by land, sea, air, and space. So do you want to know what the Navy one I used is? Palamera Paraterrum, by sea and by land. Means practically the same thing, and I stole most of them. This is all the history. Mind you, I've mostly done it. I've mostly done just the pre-Foundation history. I'm only up to the year 2156 post-Foundation with Barnard's Mercenaries. If you want to read it. It is a lot. I may do a post showing this, but no, it is a lot. And so they do have quite a lot, and I've done rough population estimates. 100 quadrillion, which is 10 to the 17 people, or 10 quintillion, which is 10 to the 19. I don't know which one I'm going to choose. I'm probably not going to even bother picking. It's just going to be left there as randomly. Then there's, okay, so there's these ones. I would just like to explain why I've chosen all of these names for the for the major empires. This one is one I made. This one, this one, this one. Okay, I did add that there. This one, those are all stolen from Stellaris. Nation of Aztan was, in one of my games, they boarded me. I was playing United Nations of Earth. I was playing the UNE, and I was boarded by the Nation of Aztan. They became my subject, and we just combined we own 2/3 of the galaxy. Then there's the Commissar. The Commissar at Tarantel 3 were another one of my subjects. They're on the opposite end of the galaxy to me, in fact, and they split away from the other human faction. They were pretty useful. Unlike the Nation of Aztan, they didn't try to escape from me. The High Kingdom of Hesperos was another of my subjects. Look, okay, we only started with 3 empires. Me, Nation of Aztan, and the other human empire, the bad one. So we just started. So that's all we started with, and we just every other empire that popped up from the other human empire, pretty much they collapsed. I just stole of them. They just became my subjects. So I had like, I had on my own 1/3 of the galaxy as subjects, and but I had 1/3 of the galaxy in my proper influential sphere, not including Nation of Aztan. I owned 1/4 of the galaxy. They owned 1/3, and the other human faction owned the other 1/3. Then we just have these ones. I can't be bothered to write about these because they're not official. They're just. So the foundation of the Commonwealth starts with World War III, and it's just these are the other 2 factions. That this is what happens if either the US and Russia win World War III, or China and their allies win World War III. If China wins it, you end up in this timeline. The US or Russia wins it, you end up in this timeline. And if Europe wins it, you end up in this main timeline. That's the one I'm choosing to do, because it's the actually nice one. The other 2 are just communist, fascist. They're not going to do well. These are collapsing things. And mind you, I put communist, but I'm talking like, I mean like Soviet communist. Like where it does not work at all. Like somewhere between Soviet and Chinese communist, you know. They're not really communist, and doesn't actually work. It's not communist. Argue it's not communist, you know, it's a capitalist. They're capitalists, and it still doesn't work. I mean, the Nation of Aztan is the one I probably will need to do the most work for, because they're another major empire, and they're going to own a lot of the galaxy, like the Commonwealth will. But unlike the Commonwealth, I have nothing to build off. I have to build the entire thing from the ground up. So yeah, they're going to be annoying. Some just things. I have very little written on the Commonwealth. Yeah, so we're going to have some other things. I might do a video like this on my D&D game. I have few less written on my D&D game, but I will probably do a video like this on it, because its lore is just as complicated as this one's. Anyway, bye.